Dear Ambassador, what is your opinion on the current Mauritius-Russian trade and economic relations?
First of all, I would like to thank the Chamber of Commerce and Industry of Russian Federation for giving me this privilege to talk about Mauritius and members of Chamber. Mauritius is honored by this invitation. Coming to your question, Mauritius-Russia is set up to build an excellent trade exchange in the future, and I would like to say that currently Russia export to Mauritius stands at around 700 million ruble. On the other hand, if we look at the figures of 2017, Mauritius export to Russia is around 130 million rubles. The balance of trade is clearly in favor of Russia. Since independence, Mauritius has been supplying commodities like sugar, black tea, chorny chai, to Russia. Since 2017, canned tuna fish is a new product being exported. While Mauritius has been an important exporter of textile and clothing to the European Union and USA for the past 40 years, these two products have not penetrated the Russian market. Prospect also exists to source exotic foods, and Mauritius rum, as everybody knows, is very famous around the world. And our imports from Russia include coal, rough diamond, chemical and petroleum products. We are looking forward for more exchange in terms of new technologies and innovative products.
What attracts Mauritius businessmen in Russia, and why Mauritius is interesting for Russian business?
Well, Russia is a huge, in Russia, Bolshoi, an interesting market of 145 million people. It's the largest and modern country in the world. Its potential is supported by both economic and political stability, which attract us. Mauritius is also a reference for business for France and UK, where both countries' total population are around 130 million people. This makes it clear that Mauritians are looking at Russia as an alternate and new market. Our Minister of Foreign Affairs, Honorable Vishnu Lakshmi, and Honorable Sergei Lavrov, have the ambition to bring our collaboration to another level, including new sectors. But more important, Russian investors will find a very good ecosystem for investment in Mauritius. Mauritius also tops the rank among African countries for all indicators, including the doing business and Mo Ibrahim Index for successive years. We can offer our best product and services, which we are supplying to USA and other European countries. It gives us an opportunity to diversify our export market. Russian entrepreneurs can source a variety of products directly from Mauritius instead of buying same products from intermediaries based in other markets. It brings a gain in profit margin. Mauritians are well known for their business trust and know-how to produce quality products that meet international norms. I can also say that trade relation between Mauritius and Russia is a win-win situation for both countries. Mauritius is, like we say now, Mauritius is a gateway towards Africa, India, China, due to our preferential agreements.
Russians know Mauritius is a country with good conditions for tourism. Also, fishery is another area of our traditional cooperation, but now Mauritius has a direction to the development of innovative technologies. It gives an opportunities for good cooperation between our countries. In what new areas both countries may cooperate?
Yeah, the Prime Minister of Mauritius, Honorable Pravin Kumar Jagannath, who is also the Minister of Finance and Economic Development, has a new vision for Mauritius in the field of innovative technologies. ICT and services sector have a lot of prospect for job creation for the youth. ICT is also one of our important pillar of our Africa strategy. The Mauritius Africa strategy plans to build a series of technopole cities in Africa, particularly in Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, and Senegal. Projects in these countries are, from this Ghana, we invite you. So we invite Russian companies to join us in developing infrastructure in these African cities. Use Mauritius as a platform to do business with Africa, where a special fund has been set up to raise capital. We also like to welcome Russian companies to set up back office in Mauritius. For example, State Bank of Mauritius and Mauritius Africa Fund have set up an Africa Infrastructure and Industrialization Fund to assist Mauritian investors to execute projects in Africa. Also, our Prime Minister, during the recent budget for the year 2018-2019, has also announced a series of new innovative sectors like ICT, such as fintech, artificial intelligence, cryptocurrencies, blockchain technology, and data centers. Russia has a huge experience in this new sector, which Mauritius is aiming. We need Russia investment and expertise for this. Russia can help us to train our people, exchange technologies, know-how, and put hand in hand to move together towards Africa. Mauritius has a huge exclusive economic zone of 2.3 million square kilometers. We can join hands together to explore our marine resource in a sustainable way. Mauritius is looking to increase export tuna products to Russia, but also establish cooperation in tuna fishing and ocean economic activities. Tuna ranching and seabed mining are interesting projects which we can explore together. Coming to the tourism sectors, tourism also is an important pillar for Mauritius economy. We wish to have direct flight from Moscow to Mauritius by aeroport very soon. And from October this year, Alitalia is launching a new route, Moscow, Rome, and Mauritius. We invite Russian travel lovers to discover our beautiful country for business, culture, and leisure. We are an ideal destination all around the year. We are very happy that Russians come to Mauritius for their honeymoon and also kite surfing, which is very famous in Mauritius. We also want more Russians to reside permanently in Mauritius.
On the 19th of September in Moscow is going to be a presentation of investment and economic potential of Mauritius. What projects will be presented on it?
So the topics to be elaborated will include investment sectors, real estate, oceanic activities, second, financial services, sourcing opportunities for quality products, and Mauritius-Africa strategy. We will also mention fiscal and non-fiscal incentives given by our government of Mauritius to buyers and investors. We will also talk about organizing the second Mauritius-Russia Investment and Trade Forum from 19th to 23rd November this year in Mauritius. Yeah.
What is the role of business associations of our countries in the strengthening of mutual beneficial contacts? First, I mean the chambers of commerce and industry, of course.
Yeah, well, we are looking for a long-term collaboration. It started in 2015 when we established free movement of people between our two countries. Mauritian and Russian can travel visa-free for 60 days. Last year, November 2017, we had a visit of our foreign minister, Honorable Vishnu Lakshmi Naidu, to Russia and organized the first Mauritius-Russia Investment and Trade Forum in Moscow. This visit was created the political will between our two friendly nations. This year, the Central Bank of Russia and the Financial Services Commission have signed a memorandum of understanding for cooperation in exchange of information and transparency. This will boost business between us. As mentioned earlier, Russia is a market. It's not a market. It's a new market for us. Our vision is to have a free trade agreement with Eurasia, which will be to the benefit of Russia, Mauritius, and the Eurasian region. We see chambers as an interface between the embassy and Russian businessmen. We are looking ahead to have a cooperation agreement between Chambers Association and Economic Development Board of Mauritius to accelerate our long-term collaboration as well as capacity building and technology transfer in different sectors. We welcome the support of Chambers to make Russian businessmen to know about business opportunities with Mauritius. Chambers can provide the right platform and connection among Russian and Mauritian businessmen and entrepreneurs to discover and explore each other markets. Our Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs are looking forward to welcome Russian businessmen to visit Mauritius, which will be held from 19th to 23rd November this year, which will and see our potential next year, 2018 in Mauritius. Mauritius-Russia Business Forum is poised to become an annual feature of sustained relationship. I would like to reiterate my thanks to the Chamber of Commerce and Industry of Russian Federation members and Russian business community. So I look forward to see you on 19th September for an eventful interaction.